X.
Yeah.
And reddish blue is one of Ego's new pickups. Budokai was their heavy on flag for Ego. Blink's their chaser. Xanther their sniper. A lot of Ego guys. Only one person from Vex decided to show up, probably feeling a little frustrated. Are you feeling frustrated, Tom?
Yeah, it was pretty frustrating. I thought we would come out and, give a better showing than that. But,
I thought the same thing. Based on my guesswork, I thought you would be the stronger team tonight, but Ego has recovered admirably from their lost players. You feel good about your win, guys?
Yeah, we feel really good.
It was excellent.
Go ahead, Budokai.
Can you tell me a little bit about who you picked up in this recent round of player acquisition? You've got Xanther's your new sniper, is that right?
Correct.
Pessimistic, a new capper.
Correct.
Reddish blue, obviously a new light offense.
Correct.
Is there anyone else that I missed?
Well, we have Budokai, who is a new heavy on flag.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And besides that, I don't think we've picked up anyone new, unless I'm missing someone.
Still,
and I apologize if I am.
four good players at once is a pretty
Deli, check your
drastic
PMs.
change for your roster. Who's messaging me? What's happening
It should
here?
be 51 Titan. He has some insider info for you.
Okay,
for the
so
interviews.
Titan is telling me that Clockwork, who we saw clearing for Vex, was a Quake Live dueler and played a lot of Capture the Flag in Quake Live, so he's got some experience with these tribes-like games.
Yeah, he's one of our recent pickups as well. Kind of found the guy in TDM. I think he's arguably one of our best duelers, if not the best on the team.
Any other big roster changes for Vex recently, besides the big eccentric changes we saw?
Well, since we've become Vex, there haven't really been many big roster changes. When we switched from being Llama Grab, we picked up Mike Powell and Fury, but Powell wasn't able to make it today. He's on spring break.
I spent a lot of time talking about how Ego had a lot of latitude, having both Pessimistic and Kiwi and Bowie all capping. They had more flexibility on their roster. It was mostly just 2 flag carriers at a time, but still they had all 3 of those guys able to cap for them. Did you feel frustrated only having Shark Hacks? I saw you try to put Cipro Quo doing it at the end, but it was pretty much him versus Xanther, and Xanther won.
Yeah, we're still kind of working that out. Sid is a good player, but he's a guy that we recently switched from D to O, and he's still kind of learning, how to play the cap position a little bit. But,
so he was
we
a D
think
player.
Glitch had some problem. Yeah, he was, yeah.
It can be hard to change that up if you're used to being one or the other. I know the first time I tried to play light defense, I was pretty out of my element. Always being an offense player before that. Let's see. What else can I ask? Winters, help me out.
Well, we've had some new people join. I see Laukin has joined from Vex, and we have David Bowie from Egocentric, who gave me the opportunity to make David Bowie song puns all
Oh, that's
night
awesome.
during the games.
I wish
Lots
I'm
of-
gonna have to watch
lots
the
of David
cast
Bowie
and
jokes, yeah.
catch all the David Bowie songs later.
I did see Laukin. I wanted to ask about Laukin. I was surprised to see him not sniping. I saw Fury 1 sniping instead.
Oh, Laukin has never sniped, I don't think.
Really? Am I wrong?
Usually I
about that?
play Stay or Chase
Okay.
or
My
Strike,
mistake.
but I actually have a bit of a problem. That's why I missed the last couple games. But I got this mouse. It's like broken.
For some reason, I thought you were a sniper into Shrike. I only saw a couple Shrikes tonight, and they were at the end of the game when it didn't really matter. They weren't used for a whole lot.
Yeah, he is our usual primary striker.
So do you go
Yeah.
tech into Shrike? Do you go tech for the money, and then, or what do you do? Stay at home chase?
It depends on the map and what our overarching strat is going to be. So some maps I'll go tech to strike, other maps I'll go Pathfinder to strike, other maps I'll go soldier to strike.
Okay.
Depends
so-
on the team composition.
This was you all's first Game Shrine official map. Give me both teams' first impressions of the rules.
I like them. I mean, we voted. I think like all the captains voted. I think we voted for 7s generally, but we like 8s too. And we especially like the restrictions on no more than 1 strike, no more than 1 sniper. I think it makes a better game, and then more than anything, no strikes. I think taking strikes out makes the game a lot better too.
Absolutely.
Vex?
Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta do the same thing. So it's like the one thing I personally am disappointed in is no tempo. I gotta cry over that.
No temple, yeah. I do want to see more temple. It's pretty fun. And then, what about team size, Vex? 7 or 8?
We have always been a proponent of playing 8s. We just like to be able to play sort of like balanced O and D.
Okay. Did you, are either of you guys, any of you guys T2 players who played the 7 vs 7 event?
I didn't. I don't know about Lauken though.
Yeah, I only
didn't play
played
the-
casually.
I didn't play the 7v7s in T2, that was past my time, but I played all the tribes. I've long time vet.
Yeah, I played more tribes 1 than 2.
So, as a new player for Ego, Reddish, tell me about how you have meshed with them. Has it been a good experience?
It's been a pretty amazing experience. I'm new to the Tribe series, and Ego's probably one of the first teams I ever saw. And I always kind of envied them, knew the roster, and the second they invited me to join, I was pretty excited just because of the talent there, and they're all great guys. After playing with them, it's been probably 2 or 3 weeks, right, Bowie? I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun. Bunch of great guys. It's not just like the comp scene. I love pubbing with them. It's just a great group of guys to hang out with in general. So I love it so far.
And you all were able to integrate and coordinate well together easily?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talk to.
Everything's been really
Yeah.
smooth. If there's one thing I have to say about just the like 4 weeks ago, I was sitting here watching Twitch TV, watching these casts, and if there's one thing that can be said about the Tribes community is that they're very open to new players, and it's been a really friendly environment. You know, I'd never even played, heavy on flag. They got me in, we practiced, and it was just everything was calm, and it's a lot different from the other competitive scenes I've been a part of.
Speaking of that, Team Egocentric currently recruiting 1 light offense / heavy offense player. So if you guys think you have what it takes, please come into contact with us. We'd love to see
I was really impressed with how flexible the Eagle guys were, playing different loadouts and positions, and just mixing it up a lot. Kiwi especially doing heavy clearing and then capping. So a good lineup of guys you have. Do either of you teams know your next opponent in the round robin point gathering part of the tournament?
We have Area 51 next.
I believe we have no more triples next.
Ooh, those will both be good games.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I wanted to say, at some point, I thought Vex has really impressed me recently. I was watching their scrim versus Icarus the other day, and they did extremely well. And we played against some of these guys when they were in Llama Grab a while ago, and I feel like they're so good now.
Oh yeah.
Their strats, they have very solid strategy. They have pretty solid players in the positions. They make a lot of big plays and stuff. I was definitely really impressed with them.
That's
Yeah,
a testament to the transformation, right? Because I didn't even think of them as Team Llama Grab at all. I thought the Llama Grab was kind of in the lower echelons of teams when they came out. But I think of Vex as a totally different team, how strong they are. That's why I thought they were going to take this tonight.
Yeah, I think we've been making strides, but there's definitely a long way to go. What I would attribute, Ego's ability to beat us so badly tonight is that they really took us out of, our primary style of play. Generally we like to play the Hoff and tech and stuff, and it usually works very well for us, but they were really breaking that, especially on arcs, and we just couldn't get adjusted properly quickly enough. And, I could say to Reddish, he was playing out of this world. I had to come out to him in heavy a couple times in Pathfinder, and it did not go well. It ended quickly every time.
Well, no. One time you were dancing around on Arx, dancing around the aqueduct legs kind of thing, and giving me a tough time. If you'd kept doing that, I probably would have raged. That was you stayed alive there for a while. I don't know if they caught that on tribescast, but it was like a 30-second dance, and I was like, God damn it, I could not hit him. I threw all my plates. I just couldn't hit you.
You would have chugged a thing of maple syrup in frustration.
More Canadian jokes. Okay.
I'm Canadian too, so. He's from the south.
Reddish.
I love you, Red. And mad props to Red. He actually brought me in to Ego's, Mumble, and was like, here's this kid who has no Tribes experience. Play him.
Yeah, actually, I'm not as well. I joined with Reddish and pretty much Budokai, and the person that we haven't spoke about yet, Eben, who is one of our defense.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
The
Yeah,
4 of us
brutal.
stepped into the team all at once, and the most impressive thing I found with Ego was that it was like stepping into an already functioning group. Everyone already had a sense of communication, and I feel like that's their strongest point, is our trust in what we call out.
Yeah, and I want to say also another thing about Ivan. I don't know if people know that, but Ivan's actually a better capper than any of our other cappers. We felt he added more value on D, and we kind of learned some of his routes, but he's like an absolutely amazing capper.
Awesome. Budokai, how did you end up in the position of heavy on flag?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How did you end up being heavy on flag? How did that come about?
I came into to Ego as a LO. You know, it's just Raider duel because I got on and did some dueling, and I thought, you know, I had a good chain, and naturally that just having that good chain and the fact that I live in Savannah, Georgia, which is pretty much up Hyros Bart's butthole, so I get like 5 ping. So I mean, chaining is it just seemed like a natural position because the LO just wasn't working for me. My timing wasn't right, and I didn't have enough experience with the game. You know, I was either in early or late, but the Hoth, I stand there and I kill people, and I'm told when to be where. So it was just sort of it was a natural, you know, a natural switch to make.
I saw you playing Soldier on the stand a little bit. Was that your own game sense, or were you being told to do that?
I mean, I'm starting to get the game sense, but they're definitely still, you know, like there was a couple times like when I was Hoth and the flag and I try to like chase as Hoth, and that's just like my pub instinct because, you know, I'll just go across the map as a Hoth in a pub. But it's coming along that you know, switching to Pathfinder, doing a little chasing here and there, and or switching to heavy and, you know, or Soldier on flag, and whenever they're doing heavy Merv spam. So, but it's mostly, I have to just accredit me getting up to speed to just, again, the communication in this team. You know, I've been in esports for a long time, and I've never come in such a calm, cool, collected, just open forum. It's very good over there right now. I'm pretty excited.
I will say, for heavy on flag, nothing like standing still and having somebody crash into you and die.
It's the best, man.
What winners? So you open your mouth.
I was going to say that one good thing about Egocentric is that I know a lot of you guys stream first person on Twitch TV all day and all night. There's somebody on, and a lot of them are Egocentric guys. So would you guys like to mention your streams so that people can check those out?
Yeah, sure. I think I know people's. It's Blinks is Twitch TV / the Blinks. Then Kiwi is the Small Kiwi. I am Tribes David Bowie. Dodge Pong casts a lot of our games with third person. He's Dodge Pong. I don't know if anyone else does a stream consistently, but pretty much for any game we're playing, myself, Blinks, and Kiwi will all be streaming.
Tom, are you guys thinking about taking up the streaming thing with Vex? I know you have a website at teamvex.us, is that right?
Yeah, we've got a couple of people that stream. We just find that sometimes, you know, it can affect play a little bit, so we don't do it in matches as much, but, you know, Fury and Clockwork do stream sometimes, though not as much as the Ego guys, I'd admit.
Laukin putting in his name, I will start streaming. But,
cool.
I want to thank both the teams for playing tonight, giving us a show, and for coming to the interviews. Do either of you have any questions for the other team?
I actually do, quickly. I saw Laukin pull out a Shrike kind of early in Kata, and then I think it went away, and then you didn't get another one. I was kind of expecting to be fighting a Shrike in almost all maps, and you guys weren't running one. Was there a reason for that?
Yeah, my mouse, it's broken. I got a Logitech G400. I had a G500, the laser mouse, and like it went bad in the wire at where it enters the mouse. And so I go out and I replace it with a G400, and it goes bad in the same spot in like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Because I was curious. Strikes make me rage, and I was pretty happy there wasn't one.
So let me explain to you what happens. It's like I'll be flying the Strike, and all of a sudden my mouse will cut out completely, and it'll just ghost ride into the mountain.
Oh, that's no good. Okay, I see why. I see why that happens
like,
now.
This is not gonna work tonight.
Yeah, but you know, we definitely can't be putting, you know, too many excuses out there. Like, part of it is just that some of us didn't play well. You know, I'm pretty sure that I wasn't very happy with my personal performance, and, you know, to add about what Reg Blue is doing beyond the kills and stuff, the fact that he was in the midfield so much, like every time I was going out on chase through him, I was getting chained down because I have to trade, you know, my life for speed.
One of the wild things about Tribes, and what's so awesome about it, is that the game sense and the skills that you learn over many years playing tribes can't just be taught to somebody. You have to play the game a lot to figure out where you should be at any point in time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were asking for advice. One thing I noticed on Arcs is the only map I played LO on, but when I would I was just kind of messing around, like shooting at your sniper and stuff, and then like 3 of your people would come chasing after me, and it would be like when our capper was 10, 15 seconds out, and I would say like at that point, just if I'm not in a position where I'm actually doing serious damage, just like ignore me and focus on the capper, because a lot of times like the capper could get through because only like the Hoff was the only one even like looking for him.
Any other final kudos or shoutouts or questions? Winners? Anybody?
Well, I do want to mention that big things are going on all weekend long here on Twitch TV with PAX East. I want to mention that one more time. You can go to the Twitch TV blog and they'll give you a list of everything that's going on. Bart's panel is going to be at, I believe, 5:30 Eastern tomorrow. They'll have the link to the channel where that's going on. We'll be talking live with Area 51's Zoid Bergenstein at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Just search for Tribes Ascend and Twitch TV and you'll find not only all these guys' streams, but that interview and whatever else is going on tomorrow evening and throughout the weekend. I believe they're going to be having some other possibly team-oriented Tribes Ascend action coming from PAX East that we'll be able to watch. So lots of things going on this weekend. Just want to remind everybody of that. And thanks once again to Vex and Egocentric and everybody that joined us here in the after game. It was an interesting game. Egocentric came out on top. And I guess that's about it from us. Thanks once again, Delirium. Fun to work with you as always. And Craig, of course, on the camera.
Yes,
and the
sir.
team deathmatch, getting it done.
So we are tribescast.com. Check us out for lots more Tribes Ascend streaming, mostly Capture the Flag. I'm Delirium, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah, and do follow us on Tribescast. Click the little heart button, right, Craig? And
Oh,
they'll
yes.
Email.
Yep, and you can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/tribescast. And then finally, if you don't have an account yet, you can go to tribescast.com/signup. We finally put a little refer. We're going to see how many accounts we can get under our little picture-in-picture account, which is Tribescast. So maybe...
and what's that for?
The referral program, so maybe we'll be able to, I don't know, get a weapon named after Tribescast, which would be awesome. Like the Tribescast, I don't know, camera deployment. There! Deployable cameras.
No,
Deployable
I
cameras,
have
yeah,
an
just
idea.
like the old Tribes game.
The Tribes cast decoy. Just like have it be like make a double of yourself. Like this cast.
I like both of them. I vote for both.
If you refer enough, people can get two.
Oh.
I want to thank you guys very much for having us, and I hope you have a great night.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you as
absolutely.
well.
Keep doing what you're doing, fellas. This is,
I had a lot of
this is
fun.
Excellent.
And it was a good game tonight, so thanks for playing it. We wish both teams good luck in their next matches.
Yes,
Thank you
enjoyed it very
greatly.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, good games, Vex. It's fun playing with you guys.
Yep. User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
And there they all go.
Yep, and normally that would wrap up